Welcome back, guys. Lonestar Patriot here. Thanks for joining me. So I've been having some issues with the red dot on my Trijicon RMR from my Glock 19 MOS actually flickering and fading, even to the point where it's become an issue during dry fire practice. So from a reliability standpoint, I definitely need to make an improvement. So what I want to do today is actually install the BattleWerx. It's the anti-flickering ceiling plate for the Trijicon RMR, the Type 1. So let's jump inside and I'll show you how it's done. So the first thing I want to do is actually remove the two mounting screws to remove the RMR as well as the Trijicon seal plate. All right, so I'll set those two screws aside, and then obviously the RMR will come off, and then directly below that will be the Trijicon seal plate. Okay, so now that the Trijicon RMR as well as the Trijicon sealing plate have been completely removed from the slide, we can now focus on the installation of the BattleWerx sealing plate as well as, of course, the reinstallation of the RMR. Now, there's a couple of things I want to mention. So first off, is it on these screws? By the way, these mounting screws for the Trijicon RMR into a Glock 19 MOS, these are actually 6x32 screws that are approximately 0.4 inches long. Now, you can find these at most specialty hardware stores, such as, say, a Fastenal. However, Home Depot and Lowe's might also carry these. Now, as far as the other suggestions, so it's been suggested to actually bend the two contact points in the actual RMR itself to give you a better surface area to, again, help reduce the flickering and fading of the dot. Now, the two contact points are actually one here where you would actually bend this tab up or outward, and the other contact point is on the side of bending this tab inward. So with the way the BattleWerx plate works is the bump on the BattleWerx plate will obviously give me the better contact surface against this contact point, and given how thin this is, I prefer not to touch this contact. However, what I can do is actually bend this contact just slightly inward, again, to give me a better contact area against the battery. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cleaned the mounting screws as well as applied some new Loctite to those screws, and I've also slightly bent this contact inward to give me a better contact surface against the battery. Now, I've also applied a very thin layer of gun oil to the mounting plate as well as to the backside of the BattleWerx sealing plate. Now, since I've already gone ahead and removed the battery and I've had that battery in use for several months, I wanted to take this opportunity to go and replace the battery with a brand new fresh battery. So a buddy of mine who owns a local gun shop actually recommended the Sony branded CR2032 batteries over any other brand. He indicated that the tolerances on these Sony batteries are typically a lot tighter than some of the other brands, especially a lesser known brand. So he's had good success with these Sony batteries, so I figured I'd give these a try. Now, when you reinstall the battery, you want to be sure that the positive is facing upward or towards you. And then also, as a quick check, you can turn on the RMR and be sure that you physically see the red dot illuminate before you reinstall the RMR onto your slide. So given that we can see the red dot in the RMR, we know that it's the correct orientation for the battery. Now, from there, we want to take the BattleWerx plate, and with the bump facing upward or towards you, you install the BattleWerx sealing plate onto the slide and the existing mounting plate. And then from there, you can reinstall the RMR. And then once you have that aligned, you can reinstall your two mounting screws. All right, guys, so wrap to the video covering the installation of the BattleWerx anti-flicker sealing plate for the Trijicon RMR. Now, as you saw from the video, this is certainly a very quick and easy installation. So literally within 5 minutes or less, you can have this plate installed and be up and running. Now, the color that I chose to install was their black color. They do also offer this in a stainless color. And in terms of price, so the black retails right about $10 and the stainless color runs about $1 less. Now they do offer this as a kit with both the anti-flicker plate as well as the mounting screws, and that runs about $12. Now if you compare that to say the offering from Trijicon, which I originally had on the gun, is that ran about $20 for both the sealing plate as well as the mounting screws. So for literally almost half the price, you get a much better and much more effective system, in my opinion, with this BattleWerx offering. I hope you found the video helpful, but thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and keep it a good fight. Because of the reliability, onto the post. I've gotten several recommendations of this Sony. I certainly want to take all the precautions I can. Now, it was recommended